In today's episode, I shut down whole organization for a week. He said extra spicy, so I gave him extra spicy. Chef, how long for that order? So let's get started. I shut down whole organization for a week. Hello. I just told a story in Ident work reality, and this one is kinda related to it. Kinda. Anyway. I work in very large community center that is non-profit. We have tons of stuff. Like children daycare, open college, physiotherapy for seniors and disabled people. We got 6 huge apartment building for senior citizens throughout the city, activities for immigrants and unemployed. We got cafeteria and a restaurant. And more. Now. I love my work. I got promotion after promotion. I started an IT tech support person. I was the only IT guy in whole organization. When I started we got like maybe 80 persons working there including the teachers in our open college. Today we are over 200 strong. So anyway. It's relaxed and non-toxic work environment. As I got tons of work to do as I am alone with everything that runs with ones and zeros, I have to plan my work a little different than rest of the bunch. So I have 100% flexible work times, meaning I work when I see fit. I am on salary. They pay me once a month and not hourly. The executive director approves this as I can maintain the whole organization's infrastructure without any downtime. I come and go as I see best for me doing my job. This worked fine for about 12 years or so. Everyone was happy and I was respected because not only I got the job done, but my job did not cause any downtime on IT at all. Only downtime was hour or less if someone's workstation broke down, etc. I always had spared ready to go. I also was 24/7 on call and went to the office in middle of my vacations if needed, and I was able to go. I worked on weekends and sometimes nights on work week just to get things done, so there is no downtime at office hours. That time in my career we had pretty massive amount of servers. 8 server machines just for Microsoft stuff. For Linux servers and couple BSDs for open college. I had a maintenance routine divided to small maintenance that I did after office hours and large maintenance that I did after office hours and continued throughout the night, and the huge ones that needed me to live at the office over the weekend. And as there was no thing as overtime. We had agreement that whenever I had to work more than 8 hours, I would get paid leave instantly on next day. So if I came work at 8 in the Monday, stayed until everyone left, and then started the smaller maintenance that would usually take like 2 to 3 hours max, I would then come 2 to 3 hours later to work next day. And if it took long enough, I could take the whole next day off. I always informed the whole organization that maintenance was due, and I would deal with it, and take X amount of leave next day. No problems with anyone. Business as usual until we hire a new project manager. Middle-aged lady that has most piercing blue eyes that drill into our soul and suck all the joy and will to live out of you. And she was a corporate manager. It was her first time working in non-profit org, so she was super shocked how relaxed our office was. There was complaints about everything that I don't want to list here because only one is relevant. Working times. I did not get how she was able to boss around out frigging director when she was only a project manager. I mean WTF. I was at that time already a systems administrator. But anyway. Soon came the time for large maintenance. Some updates for accounting software and some smaller things to open college end. I put a notice to our org's email list like always and state that large updates are going and starting this evening and ending before tomorrow morning, and that I would not be in office next day. Email me or call if any problems. I never gave any time estimates because there was always a chance that they won't hold. If something goes wrong with updates of other stuff, it's my ass who has to fix it anyway, and then it's God know how many hours it takes. So evening comes, everybody goes home, and I wait till last one log out from their workstation and go to work. Routine stuff. Some updates. Weird database conversion that has to be done every time our accounting or wages software gets an update. It takes time, but only like 6 hours or so, as it's only the accounting database. I finish my stuff and head home. Next morning I wake up around 07:00. Make some coffee and head to my gaming computer and think. All day nothing but EVE Online. At around maybe 09 something my work phone rings. I answer and it is the project manager. I'll just call her PMS from now. PMS yells to me on the phone. Something like this, don't remember actual words. PMS, where the hell are you? Me, at home, it's my day off. PMS, oh. Well, we have a situation here. I need you here now. Me, okay. I'll be there in 15 minutes. I still lived pretty close to my work. On my way I thought that did I fuck up something last night? Can't be. I tested everything, and it would have been accounting calling me or secretary if it was about updates at Open College End. Well, whatever. I'll see then. I rush to office and go straight to project manager's office. Me, hey, what's up? PMS, my printer is out of toner. Get me a new one, me? Confused face, out of toner? Is this the situation? There is toners on a shelf at storage at first floor. All desktop printers are the same and use same toner, so why did you not get it yourself? All this was explained to you a week ago. PMS, I am not going to change any toners, boy, do your job. Me, okay, whatever, and head to storage to get new toner. We have a policy that all employees deal with their own desktop printers. Like, add papers to them and change the toner, because it is as easy to putting your effing shoes on, and it takes these trivial tasks away from me who already is overworked and underpaid. I got back and changed the toner. Then I head back home. She actually stopped her whining for a while, and I thought all was good. But after couple more maintenance days and night she called an administrative meeting. So there were me, our new wages clerk who also was HR manager, director, office manager, and PMS. PMS starts the meeting. Again something like this, as I don't remember the actual words. PMS, I wanted to talk about work times and how OP has been slacking and taking leave on his own accord. I thought that in this community we all share the same rules, do we not? Me, sorry, but as the same rules do apply to all, work times don't. We do different kind of work here, so same exact work times just won't work. PMS, you have been at home when people here have problems with their computer. Me, yes, and they call me if there is a problem, and 99.9% of time we get it sorted out by phone. PMS, but your home is not your workplace. Your office is. Me, yes, but as I have to work late and even nights sometimes here, I take the paid leave ASAP like we have agreed here. PMS, well, all work should be done at normal office hours. Why do you even have to work at nights or weekends? Me, because no one here wants any downtime on their work. Just to clarify, there were at this point maybe 120 people strong. At least 80 of those used workstations or laptops for their work. Even the damn fitness instructors. Everything was at this point digital and ran ones and zeros. Physicists meets a client, they do their stuff, and then physicists does the mandatory report on computer. They make all the plans for clients on computer. Kiddie daycare uses computers daily to be contact with parents, etc. Everything is ran by computers now. PMS, nonsense. You can do your job at office hours like the rest of us. I look at director, as I know HR and office manager don't give a flip about this, and for some reason director says to me, Director, yeah, PMS, and I have been talking about this issue for few times now with whole staff, and from now on our old agreement is no longer valid. You have to do all your work at office hours. Many people don't like that you can take paid leave. Me, are you sure? Like 110% sure about this. All my work. Server and network maintenance too? At office hours? Can we make new written agreement on this like we did on my open hours? Director, yes. Come be at evening before we close the office for today, I'll have the agreement ready by then. Me, okay dokie, and leave do continue whatever I was doing before this crap is about to hit the fan meeting. As you can guess what is about to happen, har har har. I mean there was zero toxicity at work. Everyone was happy and then. Arg. One corporate goblin just has to sum and create this tension. Oh well. They are about to learn their lesson. I go to see director later at evening, and we sign the agreement about my new work times. I check the agreement and tell director that he forgot something. There is no mention about the time frame I need to inform whole staff when maintenance is about to happen. Only that I have to do all my work at office hours. From 8:15 to 15:30 also. As I am on salary. Overtime is not allowed unless we have an agreement on it. And whoopsie, old agreement that stated my overtime hours would be paid leave hour by hour, new agreement had nothing about overtime. So absolutely no overtime hours. Period. But I did not mention this to him. He just shrugs his shoulders and says, "Just send them email in the morning if you are about to do it that day." Alrighty then. Will do. It'll just start to my waiting game. I love my work and all the people here, but I'm about to make myself most hated man here, at least for a while. Couple of weeks go by. I do few small maintenance jobs here and there, and downtime is only from 1 hour to 2, and I usually do it at lunchtime so everyone get as little downtime possible. Because I am waiting for the huge one. And patience of rewarded. In a few months, accounting and wages are getting huge updates. I mean this is the stuff that usually means that I stay whole weekend at office sleeping on the floor with sleeping bag for those couple of hours I can. I still think that should I just to go and tell the director that we are about to hit the big one. Nope. I'm not. I also had saved some smaller updates just for this occasion. Wahaha. I have never felt so evil in my life. So the day comes and I go to office 8:15 sharp and send the message to whole organization. Good morning. It's XX.XX.20XX and today is again maintenance day. Prepare for some downtime. This maintenance concerns whole organizations, as I have to update all the servers and some routers too. There is also a huge update on financial software, and it is critical, and has to be done. I will start operation at 11.00 as usual. Thank you for your understanding, sincerely OP. Remember that I never have told anyone any estimates how long maintenance will take. Heh. I do my other stuff, and then ding ding it's 11.00. Time to start, phase 1. First I kick every employee out from network. Easy. I got a script for that, phase 2. Then I hit OS updates on every server, and go get some coffee. Now, everyone got kicked out from network so they can't access anything at network. File server is offline. Print server, offline, database servers, offline. They can't even use photocopier because you have to log to AD, Active Directory, to use it with Rediff card. They still have access to their desktop and they can use desktop applications, but as company policy, all data is stored to file servers as no one is allowed to save any files on their laptops and workstations. Also they can't use internet at all because every server is now downloading updates from internet. And I made sure every Linux and Unix box downloads everything possible. My phone starts to ring. Me, this is IT services. How can I help? Screaming. Me, yeah, it's a big maintenance today. I did send email this morning about it. No, I don't know how long it's gonna take. All day at least. Maybe. We see. Click on the other end. 12.00 people are starting to return from lunch. Whole network is still down and stays down 13.00-ish. I start to get phone calls about how long it's gonna take. Some people come to my office when they can't reach me by phone. I just tell that estimated time is unknown on these big updates. Should not take more than day or two. Day or two. This is what stirred the whole place. It was like a beehive all of a sudden. People came to me screaming and yelling. Why you do this to us? Why I cancel the updates now? I need to work stup. I just shrugged my shoulders. Sorry. Can't do anything about it. It's impossible to cancel or stop once it is put into motion. Just hang on. Even director came to see me and was first angry and then little confused. I told that this is what maintenance is. It is what it is and nothing will change it. At least not this instant. Everyone just has to suck it up and wait till it's done. I'm just doing my job here. So I just read some IT magazines and had too much coffee for the rest of the day as I was waiting for the servers to update. Then 15.30 came and I went home. Some people were still sitting at their offices waiting and looked at me with the most questionable faces asking where I am going. Home, see you tomorrow. Next day. I go check the servers at the morning. Almost done all of them. Unix and Linux are peachy. I still have to reboot all the Windows servers. I do that. I could just boot them all at once, but I feel more evil by the minute, and I just boot them one at a time, waiting for server to fully boot, me log in and check that updates are okay before moving to next one. And of course, after every server, I pull my own laptop and make a maintenance report in detail. No one reads these reports, but office managers demands them anyway? Confused face, they go straight to archive and into recycle bin year later. After I have done with servers, clock is around almost 14.00, and I haven't had my lunch yet, so I go and have a lunch. I come back 15.10 and start to plan next day. I need to install updates for financial applications, and I want to do checklist that all goes smoothly. Did not complete my list and plan, so it's 15.30 again, and am going home. Did I mention that it's now Thursday? I started my maintenance at Tuesday. Oopsie, smiley face. I finish my checklist and plan for financial software updates early. I start dropping updates one by one before lunchtime. I could drop them all at once, but I just want to go by the book and follow my checklist. It's by the way recommended by this software supplier that updates are installed one by one. All goes smooth and I put the databases to do their weird conversion. As I am not a total man part, I drop rest of smaller updates on other server-side programs while I wait for the database thingy to complete. Well, as usual, it takes forever, so I head back home when clock hits 15.30. Friday. I have been only person in our 120-person company working since 11.00 last Tuesday. Everyone is so pissed. They have to come to office and do nothing. Some are doing cleaning operations to their desk. Some are tidying paper archives, etc. Most are just sipping coffee and reading magazines. Internet has been fine since Wednesday, but I don't think anyone has noticed. LOL. I feel sorry for physicists who have to use pen and paper to all clients, and then later sort everything on their computers. Restaurant and cafeteria are fine as I did not mess with cashier systems at all. Friday morning and I get all okay from database conversion. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think I can now begin starting the services on servers. One by one, of course. I take my sweet time. Using every break I am entitled to and have full-length lunch break. Finally. 15.00 sharp I send an email to whole org that maintenance is now done, and you can now relogin to get access to network. Thank you for your patience. Next estimated huge maintenance is about in 3 or 4 months. Director, office manager, accountant and wages clerk had been at home most of the week. I think I was them at Wednesday morning, but not after that. Project manager was pissed at Wednesday too, but left me alone as I explained that if I have to go to some meetings with every branch about this downtime issue, downtime would only get longer as I would not be actively working on it. Next week we had new administration meeting and my old open twerk times agreement with overtime leave was active again. I got in written. No one ever complained about my paid overtime free time ever again. And I was not concerned about getting fired, as in my country, firing employee is hard. It is super hard to get rid of someone. And as I had written agreement about work times and my work contract clearly stated what I do at my work, there was no way they could have any case of sacking my temporally evil **s. But in the end all was good. Couple of weeks and everyone is happy to work again, with no downtime at all. Update: the villain, PMS, was chill for the rest of her career. I even visited her family house and fixed their home computer, and installed new printer and Wi-Fi for them. She retired from work few years ago. She was actually sorry about what happened and took all the blame. There has been few longer downtimes, but those were always hardware failures. When servers goes boo-boo, there is no spare ones to put up in an hour. But thanks to virtualizations and a lot cheaper hardware, I'm prepared to that too now. Update of update: I was away for a weekend with no internet. I like to take few days off the grid time to time when possible to reboot my brain. But anyway, I bet many are wondering how PMS was able to boss my boss around. Answer is pretty simple, but first I have to explain how the work culture works in our non-profit, and most likely, at any other similar work environments as well in my country. I am an executive sysadmin. Sound like top-notch position, right? I must have plenty of power, right? Answer is yes and no. I have clients I work for. Who are these clients? Well, every single employee at my org. I serve them. I work for them. I don't work for some faceless stakeholder or CEO who just wants to get his bank account fatter. I work for my clients. How about our other executives? Like managers and our high honcho, the director. Same thing. Their job is to make sure that everyone can do their job and are happy to do it. I know it must sound weird if you are from stiff corporate world, but this is how it basically works here. If employee is pissed about something, the managers is going to hear and have to deal with the issue. The chain of command is short and simple. We only have a branch manager who is usually an employee who is most skilled and experienced. He does the manager stuff along the normal work on his field. Next step is executives. No middle managers. We even don't have office manager anymore. Of course, this does not mean that employees can do whatever they want. No. If they start to slack and won't do their job, manager or director will take matters and see that they get back in line. But also, if employee has compliance concerns or just want to change things, they can freely go straight to director about it, and they have a right go there pissed AF if they feel the issue needs. Only reason I was given the executive title was because director wanted to wash his hand from responsibility. If employee fucks up, it's his/hers boss who takes the heat usually. And with GDPR, director really wanted to push all heat to my lap. Anyway, this leads to environment where stuff gets done even it sounds the opposite. You could say that we are all equal here. No one is bossing around anyone because they have need to show their power, and then again, everyone is bossing everyone if they need to. Also, a not native English person, I think I got my English skill good enough for everyday communication, but I might make mistakes or express things weirdly. And also, when I or anyone writes these stories, writing them without own expression might make them sound more dramatic than they actually are. Like I did make work for other employees hard and shut down the administration for a week, but that happens to some companies without any intention to. Sometimes crap just hits the fan. Happened to me few times too. Like power outage that took so long that backup battery power ran out and whole server room lost power in the middle of my vacation. Once our old server room flooded during spring storm. That was fun, the longest downtime in our org, 2 weeks. But thanks to all for reading. Also thank you for the rewards. Never thought my stories would get this much attention. Just few. He said extra spicy, so I gave him extra spicy. This happened a few months ago to a friend of mine. A little background: my friend is mixed with white and Mexican with very pale skin. He usually gets mistaken as just a white male. His dad also owns a Mexican restaurant. To start, around 3 p.m., these guys walk into the restaurant. Friend was working the register and greeted them. They look at him with disgust and start speaking to each other in Spanish. They started going on and on about how he was too white to be working there, and how he knows nothing about Mexican food. After they finished their rant, the following conversation went like this. Friend: hi, welcome to restaurant, can I take your order? Guy 1: yeah, we want to try your nuclear tacos challenge. And make sure it's extra spicy. It's basically this challenge where you have to finish 3 spicy tacos in 5 minutes. Guy 2: in Spanish, he probably thinks extra spicy is ketchup. They laugh. Friend smiles and goes to the back to put in the order while handing each of the guys waivers and pointing them to a table. Cue malicious compliance. Friend goes to the back to put in the order. Well guys, we have another one, make sure it's extra spicy, he says with an evil smile. Friend grins from ear to ear while they make the tacos. He watches them put on the special sauce made specifically for rude people like this. He happily walks out the kitchen and places the food on the table in front of them. Friend asks to take a video and a before and after photo, which they happily agree to. Friend takes the before photo and sets up the camera in front of them, making sure it was connected to all of the TVs in the restaurant. Friend reads over the rules: no drinking before time is up, finish all 3 tacos, no giving away food, and prizes, a t-shirt with "I beat the nuclear challenge" on it, a photo on the winner's wall, and a free meal with their next visit. Friend goes over to the speaker and announces, listen up, Guy 1 and Guy 2 are attempting the nuclear challenge. Any words you'll like to say before we begin? Guy 1: this is gonna be a walk in the park. Guy 2: yeah, this doesn't even look like a challenge. Friend: let the challenge begin. Friend starts the timer and smiles as the men start to struggle after the first bite. Guy 1 turned beet red and Guy 2 looked like he was about to vomit. Both men tapped out before finishing the first taco. Friend comes over and takes their after picture. Guy 1: F***CKU. I want to speak to your manager. We know the owner, I can get you fired. Guy 2: yeah. No one can finish that. Are you trying to kill us? Get your manager right now. Friend goes to get his dad and brings him over to the men. Dad: what seems to be the problem, sir? Guy 1: your employee was trying to kill us. I demand a refund. Dad: I'm sorry to hear that, what did you order, sir? Guy 2: we ordered the nuclear taco challenge and it almost killed us. Dad: I'm sorry sir, but the waiver clearly states that we can't get sued, and we don't have to reimburse you if something happens during the challenge. Guy 1: we can and will sue you. I want to speak to the owner. We can get you fired. Dad: I am the owner. Friend was watching from the register and could barely hold in his laughter. Both guys walk out while screaming multiple profanities at Friend and Dad. The fallout. They did try to sue, but nothing came from it. Surprisingly enough, more people were interested in the challenge after their performance. Friend makes sure to give everyone the actual sauce for the challenge. Me and Friend still laugh at the video to this day. Sorry/I'm not allowed to post the video here for privacy reasons. Chef, how long for that order? I've posted a few times about my work in a hotel. This is my last story of malicious compliance that I can think of worth telling. I was quite new to the hotel and very new to room service when this happened, so the chefs hadn't gotten to know me yet. I was waiting on an order, the only room service order, and the kitchen was not quiet. It wasn't busy, but there was a few orders queued up for the restaurant. I had been waiting for the order for maybe 7 to 8 minutes, and had picked a couple of quick, easy jobs to do while I waited. Not wanting to start anything else in case I didn't have time, I approached the sous chef, Satish, at the window. How long for that order, chef? F***CK off. Something about the way he said it didn't cause me to instantly get pissed off. I was a bit confused and thought maybe he thought I was rushing him, so I asked again differently. I'm just wondering how long I have before the order is ready? I said F***CK off. Okay, now I'm pissed off. You want me to F***ck off? No F***king bother mate. I walked over to the room service station, grabbed the trolley, and went up to the 7th floor in search of dirty room service trays. The building's shaped like a U and the service elevator is smack dab in the middle of the U, so when checking the floors you need to pick one direction and walk until near the end, as there are little alcoves designed to hide the trays, so it looks less dirty, to an extent. So you need to walk one side, double back round to the elevator, and repeat for the other side. There are about 85 to 97 rooms per floor, so it's at least half a kilometer walked per floor. I walked all 6 floors that had rooms on them. Ordinarily, I would grab 4 to 5 trays and pop back down to clear them off, but F***ck that noise, I pile about 10 trays precariously until it looks like Wall E. Coyote's latest attempt to catch Road Runner, and take my Acme trolley back down. I arrive back downstairs a good 30 to 40 minutes later, and can hear the echoes of this chef screaming room service half the hotel away. I stroll into the kitchen and walk towards the porter's station to unload dirty dishes, and Satish finally spots me. Where the F***ck have you been? I've been calling you for 20 minutes. I went to clear the floors. I asked you how long, and you wouldn't answer. I can't stand around all day for one order, I've other shit to do. If I ask and you tell me 10 minutes, I'll be back in 9. If you tell me 2 minutes, I won't even leave, I'll find something here. But if you tell me to F***ck off, I'll do whatever I deem to be urgent. Satish doesn't answer. I can see he's not happy, but he's thinking. The moment seems to drag on. Finally, he starts laughing. Didn't expect that. He turns round to the chefs and says, "This is F***king ruined. I need a new one straight away." Turns back to me and politely says, 2 minutes. Not to push my luck, I unload the trays at breakneck speed and grab the new tray for this order and move to the window after 90 seconds. The fallout? Satish is actually a great guy, and we got on like a house on fire after that. He would always tell me how long, and we were actually the most efficient pairing. I have no idea why he was like that at the moment it happened, but he moved past it pretty quickly, and was usually in a great mood. He would sing and dance when it was crazy busy to keep himself hyped up on adrenaline, and we had plenty of laughs, before I moved on about 8 months later. Thanks for watching.